once you get it,
I barely post on TikTok.
all right. This one looks good. I'm sure again. You ain't nothing like that one boy name. I'll say his government name, but Yadi, when he even since like boy in front of our brothers before you free right out. Say what boy, how you get to him, boy?
I mean, I've been here so long now. I adapt.
But whenever you like back in Jamaica, it comes back. Everything comes back.
I mean, I still speak Patwa. I speak Patwa to my girlfriend too. She Bahamian. Yeah, I speak Patwa to her.
She understand
now.
Oh,
yeah, she understands it now.
So let's get to it. Like I said, I was waiting for one person to log in, so another connection is good. Don't want us to be in. Yes, we got a view just showing. Nice to meet you, viewer. Anonymous viewer, but we still appreciate you.
I can't see myself.
2, 3, yeah, refresh it. It's viewer 2, 3, 5, 6, 2, 8. All right, yeah.
All right.
That angle works for you, sir?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, cool. So starting the interview in 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to another episode of the Blu House. Today we have a very special guest. Of course, my name is Rambert Mortimer. I will be your host, and we have in front of us, I'll let him introduce himself.
My name is Marlon Barnes, UB soccer captain, also known as Skips, and of course, Pastorman here in the building.
Nobody calls you Pastorman.
In fact, people do,
No, really.
Like, for real. My English lecturer called me Pastorman. A few customers call me Pastorman who don't know my name, of course. So yeah, the rest call me Marlon.
So let's start off with that then. How did you get in the cafeteria? And then I think I heard something from his cast, but I want you to tell the story. And how have you gotten into this, I would say, successful position where people know you via this?
Well, first I must give credit where credit is due. I started off in culinary, at the University of the Bahamas here, and of course I learned a lot. I mean, prior to coming here, I had a certificate in culinary, so I had experience before. But coming here, I have learned a lot, and I've gained a lot of experiences, especially going on what you call it, internship. Yeah, I learned a lot, so I just used that knowledge and implemented at the CAF. Whereas I applied for work study initially, and they showed me how to make the pasta their way, which I still follow until this day. But after I did that, like my first week at the CAF, working as a student worker, I had no customers. Like I was just standing at my station, no, everyone was just walking by, and not a soul was coming. I mean, I didn't mind because I was low-key nervous.
But you getting paid for nothing to do.
Yeah, so. But see, I getting paid, but like at the same time, I want to work. Not saying, oh, I'm a worker, like a workaholic, but I just wanted to do something. Like being there every day, because my first week I had no customers. My pasta station was filled with pasta, no customers, and I didn't mind because I was low-key kind of nervous, because this was actually before I was working for my private catering company. Well, not my private catering. I'm working with a private catering company, so like I had no experience cooking in front of people. I'm always in the back cooking. So I was nervous. And then the next week, my second week, I had one customer, this little girl. I don't even think she went to UB at the time. And she asked me if I making pasta, and I said, yeah.
No. When you say little girl, like primary school?
Like she looked very young. Ain't no way she was a college student. Yeah, I guess she came with a parent, and she asked me if I'm making pasta. So I said yeah, and she asked if I have a lot of cheese, and I said yeah. So she asked me if I could make it like mac and cheese, because that's what she wanted. So I made it, added a lot of cheese. She said no vegetables, so I added a lot of cheese. She said she wanted some chicken, so I tell her, okay, just go pay for a chicken pasta, and I made it with like a lot of cheese, chicken. But how I did it, I know I assume that she was very young, and I know like young kids typically like crunchy, like fried chicken. So I fried the chicken out because the chicken is usually cooked. I fried the chicken out, well, not cooked, but steamed. So I fried the chicken out, and it's kind of like crispy, like fried chicken.
The nice edge.
Yeah. So I did that, and I added the cheese, the pasta, the cream, the Alfredo sauce, and like I whip it up and
So
cheese.
this was the foundation of you adding cheese in it. Because I know
Well,
even when I recorded, you was like, yeah, and then you put a cheese and make it.
well, the cheese is optional because
Ooh,
some
okay.
people don't like cheese. Like Mia, the golfer,
Right.
like she usually don't accept cheese in her. So yeah.
I'm curious, you guys are vegan cheese?
No,
Because I don't eat cheese, but I do like
no,
plant based.
we don't have vegan
Are you
cheese.
gonna get it?
That's something we'll have to
Yeah,
discuss
I'll
with
pay
them.
extra for it. That's the only reason why I don't eat the pasta,
I mean, see, I can we can discuss it, but it's like how it is. Well, in my opinion, how it is like um, it all depends on where the majority of the customers, what majority of the customers want.
Right.
The demand. So we try to work with the demand and supply that. So yeah, like I said, that little kid was my first customer, and then ever since she came back the next day and the day after that until like a
So how
few.
many? So for the next few days after that first time, it was only her coming back.
She came back the second day. The next day she came back, and then someone saw me making it, and apparently you looked good to them, so they joined the line. And I made a shrimp pasta. Shrimp pasta was the second pasta I ever made because I keep track of these. Shrimp pasta was the second pasta I ever made, and I guess I made it to perfection, and she just kept coming back, keep coming
Is she
back,
still
and
coming back
then
to this day?
till this day.
Wow,
Never.
man. What's her name?
I
You gotta
now
shout
now
out.
see I don't typically like get names,
You
but
gotta get
I
a name,
I
bro.
know them
Come
by
on, you in
face.
tourism and hotel
I mean,
management.
yeah,
You gotta get a name.
I mean I have a few friends,
Next
but
time you
like
see her, please get it. Or call me and say Renchi's here.
I mean I don't see her that often. I've seen her on campus, but like I guess she's like a senior now, so like
okay.
she probably barely comes on
So this
campus.
is a freshman who came your first customer.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I can just assume. No, only like 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
That's a good story, bro. Shout out to you. So now you got to get into the secret sauce. You have this spice. I don't know what you call it, but people request it. They request for you to put that spice in it.
Well,
when did that come into action?
Well, it's just it's not really a secret, but it's like a combination of different recipe seasonings that I use. So yeah, I just have my measuring spoon because one thing with me and one thing the University of the Bahamas taught me is to always weigh your ingredients. So I always have my little measuring spoon in my apron. So whenever I'm like refilling my seasoning thing, I would use that measuring spoon, gather a whole lot of different seasoning that I typically like. I wouldn't say I made it up, but like the calf showed me how to make it, and then as time goes by, I would add a little tweak to it because sometimes at the beginning, some people would say, "Oh, it's a little bit too salty." So whenever I'm doing it again, I would like use less salt. In fact, I don't even use salt now. Actually, I just
in the beginning. Did you?
Yeah, I used salt in the beginning, like only like a half teaspoon of salt. Yeah, and some peppers, but like
I want to try your pasta. So things about me, right? I don't eat desserts. I actually don't eat salt.
You don't eat
any salt. I don't salt any food. I do natural herb seasonings.
Yeah.
And I do anything like fruit based, maybe lime.
Well, I mean, of course. Well, yeah, we could like, for example, for Coach Alex, my soccer coach. He's vegan, I believe. So
I think he's lying. You can catch him.
No, he does not eat meat. I can tell. Well, I've never seen him eat meat.
To catch him.
Trust
me, I'll record it.
I'm positive that he does not eat meat.
Nah, he never did that for me. Like I don't know if you know, but we went to COB together. He never did it from COB.
Yeah, so I have a specially made pasta for him. I mean, it's a veggie pasta, but he requests no Alfredo sauce. So I make it with
Okay, so
garlic and butter.
you don't use
Pesto.
pesto.
I mean, at the moment we don't have pesto, but we usually offer pesto, of course.
Y'all
Like
have,
we
yeah, because if y'all have feta, what is it? Feta or
feta
feta?
cheese,
Yeah, y'all have that.
feta cheese. Yeah.
So if you put that in some, again, something you didn't know about me. So I was a restaurant manager.
Really?
Yeah, so I worked at Atlantis for 4 years.
That's
Well,
crazy.
no, 7 years in total, but for my latter 3 years were in restaurant management.
What?
So I worked for
Wait,
Great
Red Man,
Water.
jack of all trades.
I have a life.
How you move from restaurant to like?
That it's not about me, it's about you, bro. And actually, let's
My
go
bad.
back. So I want to take it back for a second. You said you got a certificate in culinary arts. Where was that from?
Okay, so and before I came here in Jamaica, I was going to this culinary school where I got a certificate for chef de partie. That's basically like a supervisor chef, the second chef to the executive chef. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have
sous chef. Yeah,
yeah, I
we call
have
it sous
a
chef.
diploma for that. So I had experience in cooking, so that made it easy for me to say, hey, let's get a degree in culinary arts. So, I mind you, this is just my little secret. I don't have a passion for cooking.
I believe you.
I don't,
I believe you.
I really don't. But it's like sometimes in life,
You know why I know you don't have a passion for cooking?
you know,
That's the Captain on Festival.
there's what?
The Captain on Festival.
All right, see, that's the thing. If I feel like if I was like that passionate, I would have pushed certain things.
Yeah, we would have jerk every Thursday.
Because one thing I love with the Cap, they're very open-minded. You
Right.
know, they're always open to new ideas. So
So they
I
need to
know
let
for
you
a
have your
fact.
own apron. The one thing I want you to have is a Jamaican colored apron with a mango logo on it.
I mean, let's not forget, it's a establishment where you have to represent them.
I know,
So
I said what I said.
oh
He's an international student, bro. You saw the
yeah,
flyer.
yeah, but I mean,
This is the first time we've ever done a flyer on independence, making independence.
yeah, but
And
I really appreciated that.
bro, I was happy to do it because
Yeah.
we had to do research. I know it's Julio and Marlon for sure.
Yeah, and that's so crazy. Like the previous captain name was Marlon, a Jamaican,
Yeah.
and my name is And you know what's crazy?
Well,
Let me tell you something that's crazy. The first ever person I spoke to on this campus was Marlon.
Marlon Miller.
Marlon Miller.
Wow.
When I came on this campus to get a application form, he was the first person I saw, and I say, "Hey, can you show me where to get an application
No way.
form?"
When you heard that accent,
And like he met me by the cats because I thought that was the main entrance because I had to pass here. So when I came in, he said, "Yeah, I'll walk you to the Porsche building," and he walked me all the way here, and that's how I realized he was Jamaican. And guess what? Guess what? He was doing tourism management.
yeah.
Guess what I'm doing now?
Tourism management.
It's a reincarnation. I think
That's
like
crazy. But he was a defender.
I mean I'm a defender slash
You center
midfielder.
back?
See, I'm like, as my coach would say, I'm a utility guy. Naturally I'm a midfielder, but I can play as a defender as well, which I've played in many games. So
you're a storyteller too. I don't know if you know it. I saw when you clipped out remember when I went on that first trip with Jog, and I kind of record different episodes, so I capture everything. You, so when I got that one with you missing the goal, and I did the interview, you clipped it out, and then you like added the clips of you hitting goals and had the right music. Let's do it, man.
Oh, that's on my TikTok.
Yeah,
I have it on my TikTok.
I watch all your TikToks. Even people who like block me. I have 16 accounts.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious.
People just block you.
Well, the mentality, and it's not nothing to do with them. The mentality of most people is sadly, I don't want to follow you. You have to follow me. But I'm so important that I need to put my life on social media in private. Okay. Which, for me as a business person, I always tell them that doesn't make sense. You might as well don't be here. Because if you want to be in private, you want to look at other people, but you don't want to see you. Like you're wasting the platform. That's my opinion.
I mean, yeah.
Coupled with what I just be asking of y'all, please send me your recordings of away. Everybody have them in their phone. They don't post them. All your page is blank. Like,
yeah, I try to get as much UB, of me representing UB as possible.
But you're not the most famous person we want, Coach Alex. Coach Alex face alone is good for 1,000 views.
Yeah, I guess.
Even though you got your M, I see the M you was talking about the other.
Yeah.
But Ken did it first, bro. Like my job is to be a timekeeper. That's this one, right? So this is nice. But you ever looked out in the hallway? When you're going out in the hallway, Ken is doing M2. His has the wings out.
I mean, I've never seen that before. So
no, you are the first one to do this. This is the first time I ever seen.
Yeah,
you get practice. Credit for that. I'm gonna put this up on the wall somewhere. You get credit for inventing this.
I just wish I had the amigos.
Bro,
like,
I ain't gonna lie. Wish. Whoever take this photo will help you, boy, because you ain't that jock. This look like you.
No. See, that was when right now because I'm working now. So I'm going to classes now, so I don't have much time to go to the gym. Right. But that was photo. Of course. What?
Man, I didn't even know you was coming in. I just had to look for the photo you referencing. But congrats, man, for putting it out there. That's what I tell the teams. Like, y'all have to continue to make history. Like every chant you guys make, y'all don't do the go blue no more, but I like that.
Yeah, go I mean, blue. you asked.
Ooh, you might round me, right? Let me make sure your audio is good. I didn't test your audio again. Don't press it on me. I was supposed to test your audio.
I mean, it's green.
Talk to me.
Zagazao. Na. Zagazao. Na.
So we have a problem. They can't have me. Didn't realize that.
Do we have people watching right now?
Yeah, we do. We have 3 people.
Oh wow.
So let's fix that. Let's do audio test again. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
QB Mingos. Let's go.
Let's fix that. Let's do audio test again. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. QB Mingos. All right, we good. We good. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know y'all couldn't hear me clearly, but we fixed that just now, and we should be good to go. So we were talking about you getting certificates in Jamaica for sous chef. You finally met Marlon Miller.
Yeah.
When did you meet Julio? That's what I'm curious
of. When I started, when we was just about to start soccer practice, that was in 2021. One of those years. Like Coach Dion at the time, he was telling us, "Hey, we're about to have a rough preseason, so make sure you guys like work out on your own. So when you come to preseason, you're ready."
Oh, this right after COVID.
I believe so. Yeah. So like Julio was saying, "Hey, I live near Collins Avenue. Who want to come jog with me downtown to the King's staircase?" So I'm did I say King or Queen?
It's Queen's.
Queen, yeah. So I'm like, hey, I can do it. I live right in Palmdale, so we could do it. So he's like, okay. So one evening he called me and we meet up on the hill at Collins Avenue and we jog. That staircase is not easy to jog up. I can tell you that. But like, yeah, that's how I met him.
Yeah, boy, that's a good segue. Coach said you're one of the fastest on the team, bro.
Huh?
You're probably. He said, let me see what Alex told me. You're brilliant. Very smart, but y'all time-wise, you're the slowest on the team.
I can confidently say, in terms of running, I am one of the slowest.
You're not the slowest. Who you beat? Who you beat? You don't beat Obi.
Never. Who would be one of the fastest?
Another Jamaican.
Huh?
Another Jamaican, right?
Yeah. But I mean, he. All right. Let's say I'm the slowest starter on the team.
Oh. So
I mean, it's only because of my injury, though. I have a hip flexor, I believe, injury where my lower abs is like has a strain. So when I run and go full stride, it's very painful. If I sit up, like anything that has to do with my lower ab muscle, like it hurts, and that hurts from that I got that injury from like a lot of like kicking, like because if you realize I take a lot of like free kicks, corner kicks, like all of that, and like in order for me to do that effectively, I have to like kick it very hard. So in practice, I would do that a lot of repetitions of that. So that's how I trained it. So after that, I like for now, from right now, I'm still recovering from that injury. So it's like I can't run full stride. So what I have
So you're not slow. You're injured.
I don't like to use the word injured.
You're recovering.
I'm
You're
recovering.
recovering. You
Yeah,
know what?
so
The athletic training department would be very proud of
yeah, so I have to listen to my body and like adapt. So right now I'm playing in center midfield.
you. Mm-hmm.
It requires running, but not a lot of sprinting. So I have to depend more on my IQ more than anything else. So how I'm always a step ahead, I have to think ahead. So that's how I maneuver myself on the field.
That's good, man. You mentioned that recovering lower abdominal strain, but I remember the game when you experienced it, and I thought you was planning that because I think that was the last game when you were a shorter person, and then
Yeah,
you came in for a while, but like I guess close to the second half they sub you out, and then Evel came in or something. It was
no,
a game like that.
that was my last game last season. It wasn't the
Yeah,
last game. It was second to last game, but it was my last game. Like
yeah.
I think I literally strained the muscle because like I took a goal kick, and when I drive my foot through it, I just felt a shock in my lower abs,
Mm.
and after that, my body was just
Yeah,
completely
because it looked
disabled.
weird. I didn't know you had it, so I
Like
was like, "This
no, I was
Marlon."
trying to see one thing with me. I always try to fight, so I was trying to
Mm.
like fight it through, but I just couldn't.
I'm gonna find the clip. I think I zoomed in when Sasha was
I
treating.
literally just couldn't. Like my body just shut down. I couldn't run. I
Wow.
couldn't walk. I had to just lay down. You
So
know,
you had to watch that last game, the last game when you
which
were
was
short.
hard, very hard to watch.
Oh
I mean, we
man.
won, thank God, but like it was
Oh,
hell of to
y'all
play.
were on the floor crying, thanking God. Like
Yeah,
Nate was hitting on the floor, like, "Baby, we did it."
it was a close game.
That was too close, bro. That was
We
damn
were
better.
short a player.
Y'all were short. Y'all were
We were
down
short one.
players
We,
because all kind of stuff happened,
yeah, we
and
was missing a few players. Like it
they
was.
were on y'all. Like when y'all score, it'll be like, "Yes, we up," and then the second it got past the line and it goes into
Yeah,
Dame's territory, all your all your hands were like this, like, "Oh Lord, it's Dame's," and it's like every one of his failed saves had the crowd on their toes
yeah. I
because
mean,
it was like so off, like it was so bad off. It was like you could have put a chair there and it probably anyway. This all for Dame's. I had to get on Dame's,
I
man.
mean, Dim's my boy though, so I feel like he's improved a lot. So
He finally
credit
has
to him.
pride in it.
Yeah,
Every goalkeeper misses. Julio's, I think, one of the greatest goalkeepers I've
boy,
ever met.
greatest.
However, I've seen games where people score on Julio. The thing he does that Dames don't do is Julio bunks back.
Yeah,
You can score 13 on Julio, but the thing you can see is effort.
yeah.
You can see a lot of
I could
effort.
tell you this: it's gonna be hard to score 13 though.
Yeah,
Julio
but that's
is
my problem with
different.
Dames. When Dames, like even in practice, I have this clip I just put up on TikTok. When the guy kicked it, I, with the camera, watched the ball. The problem I have with Dames is while I'm doing this, what do I see? His head following the ball. Bro, move your body.
Yeah,
Like, stop looking, move your body.
in my opinion, I would say it's laziness, but it's more so reaction.
Yeah.
He has to work on his reaction and like get some like strengthen some muscles to react
And
faster.
IQ. It's actually, to be
Yeah.
honest, it's the same thing with social media.
Mhm.
So it's almost like when we at a game, notice me, Chris, Simba, all us could be talking, but it's so much instinct about the game. We could tell when something about to happen. That don't ever freak you out?
Yeah.
Why is it that we always catch highlights or zoom in and ready? Because you know.
Yeah, I mean, like you can see the tension building up to something.
But it's so visible. It's like you could see the line, you can see the shots. Even when I used to do it like with my camera and all the sports, it's beautiful, bro. You could tell when something amazing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much more time we got? I know you gotta go to work.
No, I off today.
You up?
Yeah,
Pause.
we traveling.
Oh man. Y'all let's talk about the trip. Good segue. So the soccer team is traveling once again. You guys are making it hard to find competition for you firstly. Y'all keep winning, defeating these teams and making them not want to play us again. So talk about these trips. Uh, you've been to the United States before, traveling with the team.
Actually, no.
So let's talk. Let's go from the beginning. What what do you remember about your first time flying out with the team?
What did I remember?
Yeah.
Um. Oh, that's a good question because first time flying out with the team, it was actually my first time entering the United States,
Mm-hmm.
and I can tell you it was an amazing feeling. I that's why I love the University of the Bahamas.
Thank you,
They
man.
have given me so much, and like I try to encourage the freshmen that's coming in, especially international freshmen. I try to encourage them and say, hey, just don't mess this opportunity up. You
Mm.
know, many students take these opportunities for granted. And like, if you actually look at the benefits that you can get once you put in the work and show this university that, hey, you have my back, so I have to show you what I'm worth. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? You have to literally be valuable. You know, you
Mm-hmm.
can't just take it all for granted. So when I entered the United States, I'm like, wow, you know, the skyscrapers, like it was an amazing feeling. The second I
You
stepped
went to
foot,
Walmart?
huh?
You went to Walmart?
No, we didn't get a
That's a
chance to do that. We
good
can't.
answer. Good answer. You know, Kim might be watching it. Good
No,
answer.
no, no, we can't leave the hotel or
Yeah.
anything. So,
Times changed. Well, back in the day with Alex, you know, we didn't have Amazon, so they
uh,
had to go
yeah,
shopping for
actually,
stuff.
that's what they coach encourage us to whatever we need, we order it off Amazon before
Mm.
we leave and make sure it's coming on time,
Yeah.
and they give us the hotel. And
Off the record. Off the record.
yeah,
Off the record.
so
But it's smarter. That way there's no injuries. So a lot of I saw last trip somebody was Uber eating. They ordering food on Uber Eat to eat because it's like, man, Ren, I still hungry.
I mean,
So
I don't think any of the soccer players do Uber Eats. They
yeah, they
one
are.
day
I ain't
one
gonna say who. Yeah, they are.
one day I could tell you UB's feed is good.
They
So
do. Sean is give you 2 meals away, but at
I
the end of the day, some people is eat a lot, bro. Like in the morning, I can be honest with the soccer team. I enjoy between 2 and 4, and I'll share this story because I said it when Stanley was here. So Stanley wakes up right and comes down like to come chill and all that. He doesn't know I don't basically sleep. So me and Stanley get to know each other. We get to talk. Love the guy. Love him to death.
yes, very humble.
Selfish. That's what he is. He's selfish because the lady in the back ends up being Haitian, right? So
Mhm.
Stanley goes full Creole,
Yeah, I see that.
full Creole, like Ran Birdie ain't here no more. Who is he? Laughing, a kiki, a hi, hi, hi. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Why she bring on 2 plates of food? But egg, sausage, grits. Look like she had. It wasn't what they serve us, but
I see
she
that
cooked something different.
for
And
Stanley.
Stanley was just like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And Stanley looked right at me and go on in the elevator and leave for 2 plates of food.
Wow.
And I always get off on him for that. I was like, boy, I don't know if he cool. Like,
No,
and the
no,
thing is,
cause
after that, she look at me, she just shove a lip like, like you ain't Haitian, you gonna get nothing. I was like, wait.
I feel
Anyway,
like probably he didn't know you wanted it, or he probably
I always
I ain't
getting
getting
off
into that.
him, man. He's a humble guy. Speaking of Stanley, if I could, before we continue your trips, I love the message of what happened with him recently. I love that message that if you play hard, it pays off. I
Mhm.
love the fact that he was transferred somewhere else. I love that.
Yeah, he the second he came, well, the first day I met him at practice, I asked him, "What is your goal here? What
Mm-hmm.
are you trying to achieve? Are you just coming here for soccer? What
Mm-hmm.
are you trying to achieve?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to become a professional. You know, I'm trying to go off and play, let people see me."
Mm-hmm.
And then I say to him, "Well, if that's what you want, I'm here to help you."
Good man.
You know, and
We got a year, man. We
the
got a
rest is
year.
history.
I need us to go NAIA. I need us to play Stanley University. I think that game I will bring all the cameras because
But
I will be commentating my butt
you would
off.
need all the reinforcement for that.
No, but well, we got Ronaldo. Ronaldo could take against Stanley.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah,
it's like y'all also know Stanley, so it's like he'll have to come up with so much new tricks to get past
it,
y'all.
it ain't necessarily about tricks, but it's like, if I'm being honest, not many people can stop Stanley when he's ready to move. So
Mm,
in order to stop him, you have to like know where he's going and be there before him. But then he's very good at changing direction. So
yes.
it's
The
that
one way I
messy.
found, I do agree with you. I don't think anybody can stop him except himself. Because I've seen sometimes Stanley has too much fun. He has a nice shot, but he decides no, one more move,
Yeah, that I
and
feel
then
like
that end up doing it.
that has been his biggest problem. Like he tends to sometimes over dribble, and
Mm,
I feel like if he works more on like shooting consistently,
beast,
he'll
beast. He
know when
does
to
it. He
stop it.
gets there and he gets the
I
lineup.
mean, but he's working on it now, though. I feel like he's improved a lot. Where that it still needs some fixing, but
Yeah.
he's getting there.
I almost unfollowed him though when I saw him posting that at the university. I was like, "Who is this?" Unfollow. So anyway, back to the trip. So you go on your first trip. We get the
Oh,
meals.
you asked me. I didn't. In fact, your
Sorry.
question was what was my um like
Impression of the first trip.
yeah.
Yeah. So you passed. You were finishing with customs. You now seeing the skyscraper. So you pulling up to the hotel, and then you.
Yeah. So I mean, like I was saying,
Hold on. Were you surprised at the quality of the hotel you're staying at?
I mean, it's I wouldn't say surprise, but like it's comfortable.
Okay.
It's good. But yeah, like my first time, the second I stepped foot on land, I had to look up in the sky and thank God. I always thanking God for whenever I enter like a new chapter, new experience. I always thank God for it, because He's the reason why all of this is possible. So I
Yeah.
always
Well,
try to.
they didn't search you.
In fact, yeah.
Yeah, I was curious.
They did.
I know it was your first time. I was like, "What? Immigration didn't search you?"
In fact, when I got my ticket, it had a flag on it. When I went to, I believe, customs, they pulled me to the side, searched me from head to toe.
Yo, you went police racket then. You didn't have a visa.
No,
visa.
I had a visa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jamaicans can't travel on record. Only
Okay.
Bahamians.
Okay.
But like they said it's random.
Yeah.
Like it's a random thing.
Bro, I
That's
mean,
what
I
they
won't
say.
say that, and I want TikTok flag us, but I have locks, bro.
Yeah.
It don't be random. I went to Louisiana, and I quickly learned it's not random.
Yeah, so they searched me, but I mean, I know I was good, so I wasn't worried about that. But yeah, my first training session in the United States, it was just amazing. I was just happy. I was proud. I was just overwhelmed with
the air smelled different.
Oh my God! Like the atmosphere was just different. Everything was just new to me, and I loved every minute of it. I cherished every moment. I just I used to write a lot. I don't do it
What,
much
poetry
no
or
more.
songs?
No, like I don't know.
Journaling, poetry.
It's like journals.
Journals. Okay.
So when I was younger, I was in a state of depression. So that's how I used to get over depression, and soccer helped with it. And I used to write, and we have viewers. Do we?
Yeah, we had we had 5 just now, so we still got 3. People
Okay,
still there.
so
Hey guys, if y'all have any questions for Marlon, you can let us know too.
please. But yeah, I used to like write every new event that happened. So I would write that, hey, Lord, thank you for this amazing moment. I'm enjoying every bit of it. I write it down, and yeah, I prayed, and I just try to enjoy it. And it's crazy. Um, for some weird reason, I thought I was gonna have an amazing game. That first game or first
Man, that one
game,
where I did all the recordings and stuff.
our first game.
Oh my God!
I
Sorry
got a
about that.
penalty, and I'm like, yes, this is my time to score.
Oh
I
man!
kicked the ball on the crossbar.
Yeah.
And I see that ball bouncing away, and
I'm gonna clip that out, and I'm gonna put that in this episode.
oh, I had to put my shirt over my head.
You did.
I was like, oh my God, we won that game though.
Yeah, that's the one y'all won. 3-1 or 3-2.
Yeah, we won that game, but I was just so disappointed.
That caused problems too. That poor
And
coach.
you know what's crazy? The year after that, I got another penalty, and I missed it again.
Wow.
Hit the ball on the crossbar again.
I'm gonna find these clips and put it in. We have one of our viewers right now, Black Beauty 78. Y'all need to work on these things. What's your real name? The person is saying journaling is so good, but how do you keep it up?
Consistency.
Yeah.
Like, one thing that is very hard for us human beings, especially when we have our normal life living, like it's hard to be consistent. So what I would try and do, I would try and like put it in a routine. So I would usually do it at night, but like usually before I go to bed, I would like pray and then write and then call the night. But like, of course, some nights are not going to be the same. Some nights you're going to be very tired and you just want to shower, go straight to bed. But like, I try to make it a routine. So I couldn't like sleep without writing. So with that, I would write, and then like after time, like a few years, I would like read like some things I wrote like years ago just to,
Remind
remember
yourself.
things I would go through. So like yeah, that's what I used to do to get over it, get over my depression, and played a lot of soccer.
All right, whoever this is, they know my actual name. They said, okay, Ren, next time. Whoever you are, stranger, Black Beauty 78, I will see you. All right. So we're touching down. You play your first game. And I was there. So I remember you even came to me and did the interview. I thought you was already a star on the team, bro. Because, I used to work for a different department. So I like this. Obviously, the formula is we find a Jamaican that talented, we bring them to play. That's what I thought. Like, Julio was great. Marlon's great. This one named Marlon, God sent him. So we're happy to have you
I
here.
was actually sent here for two.
You would?
I no, I would say I was sent here,
Okay.
considering how everything is going.
So let's talk about one of your most recent accomplishments for us. That is, you finally won your Mango Award. You got one or two?
One,
One.
one.
Nominated for four categories. One. How does that? How? But I want to shout out your speech. Marlon didn't do a normal speech. He reminded students to reach for financial freedom.
Well, like I
Yeah, you said you said what you remember.
for me, I always try to encourage students to don't get trapped in the working cycle where you're working, you grow up seeing your parents working 9 to 5, then at the end of the day, what they make, it's to just do the necessary things like pay bills and stuff like that, and then they got to go to work again to make that again to do the same thing. That's a cycle. You know, I always try to encourage everyone, especially myself, don't get trapped in that working cycle. Set yourself apart. In fact, for me, I am trying to be the golden spoon for my generation.
Good man.
I want my great grandkids to be comfortable because of what I created, what I built. I want people to say, hey, you don't have to worry because your granddad owned this, your granddad owned that. I want my name to become
When all your
a
cousins, when
legacy.
they come to UB, they just be like, your Marlon's cousin? Yeah, we have a job in the cafe.
That is it. You know what I mean? Like
That's good, man.
my goal, my ultimate goal is to be financially free. You know, I feel like that should be everyone's goal. But like
Mm,
um the way society is like you grow up seeing everyone doing the same thing, so you
right.
feel like, hey, this is what I have to do. You know what I mean? But for me, I like nice things. I like to be comfortable. I like, of course, no one likes to work hard,
Mm.
but like I'm willing to work hard now
Right.
so later I don't have to.
I'll tell you the truth, because you know something about my private life.
Mm,
Whatever you feeling working your 9 to 5, triple that when you start working for yourself.
mm,
And if you invest in, triple it again. Because it's so unpredictable, especially with a business, and it becomes more unpredictable with investments. Once you place in the right place, you can relax. But what you're doing now is the key too. You're working for somebody else and you're still giving 100%, even hearing your startup in the calf. So that's commendable. Like I talk to UB students, even, I have a company, my employees, and they always say, hey, I have this next job and I hate it so much. And I can't wait to work for myself. I say, if you can't master working for them with a smile, what do you think happened?
See, what I always try to encourage also, like your time
Mm-hmm.
is valuable.
It is.
Like don't work at a job where, well, I can't say don't work at a job, but try not to be stuck at a job where when you go to work and you get off, you have no time for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, because some people, they would go to work and by the time they get off, the only thing they could do is shower, eat something, go to
Sleep.
bed, and then go back to work the next day.
Yeah.
What are you? What
What
are
you know
you?
about the hotel life,
What are
man? Where you learning
I
from?
used to work at a hotel, so I
Bro,
know.
how
Like
much years you worked?
probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it though. It is not for me.
They
Hotels.
feed you though.
It's not about the food for me. Like I can feed
You know what
myself.
they call
Like
Atlantis, right?
hmm?
You know what they call Atlantis, right?
What?
The plantation.
Um,
No offense again to shout out to Atlantis. I love working there, I learn a lot. But it's the reality of, so when I quit, a lot of people think I quit because my business. I quit actually because I was missing my birthday celebrations. It was my sister's graduation. I put in for time off to go, and my manager was like, "Well, I didn't see when you put it in, so you got to come to work." And I realized I'm about to miss my sister's graduation. I'm 6, 7 years in. I haven't celebrated a birthday. I don't go to church no more. Like
Exactly.
everything about
Like
my life had become the hotel,
the job took your
and
time away.
yeah, so
So
I
like
decided to give it up. It was too much I was sacrificing.
yeah, because like for me, I always try to remember we're not getting younger, we're getting older. And
Talk about yourself. Yeah, I know what you
what a,
mean.
what I've seen has happened to a lot of people. Like
mm,
they get so stuck into working, they they tend to miss a lot of years of their lives.
mm,
Whereas they work so much, they don't go out, they don't celebrate their birthdays,
yeah,
they don't go on vacations like that. And I'm not saying like these are important, but like what is life if you're not living?
agreed.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying oh every paycheck you get you should go just party and whatever. I'm not even saying parties, but like we have to live. You know what I mean? Because
Mm,
just like that,
like you'll all be
you
gone.
have gray hairs,
You have the right
can't do
mentality,
what
bro.
you wanted to do anymore. You know what I mean? Like so I just try to, and that's why I cherish every moment here. For me, like I was saying before, with the freshmen, like I tell them, hey, don't waste your time here. The most important thing as a student athlete is to enjoy your moment
Mhm.
and to do your work.
So I want to see what you have to say about this. A lot of, especially Bahamians, I try to tell them enjoy the 4 years, but they believe I need to get money, I need to get a job now. What do you have to say to those people who feel they want that 9 to 5, they want to make money, and maybe put education on hold and go work for a job? What do you have to say to that?
Well, that is a very sticky uh, thing to answer because it all depends on someone's situation. You know
Good
what I mean?
perspective. Good
Because
perspective.
like for someone who has everyone depending on them where they have to pay bills, you
Mm-hmm.
know, rent, whatever it may be, they have to now decide, okay, do I live uncomfortable and go to school, or do I go to work so I could help my parents or help my child, or you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
they're it depends on their situation. But as a student athlete, you know, like you have to try your best to plan and strategize how you can incorporate the sport, school, and work. Like for me, I wake up 4 a.m. every morning. You know, I go to practice, then I leave practice, I go straight to work, and then I get off from work and go straight to class at 6. So I work like from basically from 8 to 6, based on how my schedule is set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I leave work at 6 and go straight to class. And my class is a 3 hour class, so it's from like six
Six
to
until
nine,
9. Yeah.
basically. And then I have to go home, shower, eat, and get ready for it again. You know what I mean? I didn't choose to do that, but it's like that's what I have to do for now.
You forget the 2 free meals.
You know, no, because for me, I work at the cap, so it's
So it's
like,
like you don't even gotta
and
try.
to be honest, I don't even like take lunch because it's
Mm,
like during lunchtime I have to be like
working.
working.
So you gotta keep your energy. I mean, you get your nutrients.
No, no, no. They give me my lunch break, but it's
Okay.
like I choose not to take it because for me, if I eat, it's gonna be hard for me to work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I eat before I start
Mm-hmm.
working. So when
Mm-hmm.
I work, I'm good.
It's good,
But
man.
yeah, I just try to balance everything out. You know.
So you got a good experience at UB. You got a Mango Award before me, so you win.
Boy, I almost cried.
Almost. You was
Only
on
you
stage.
was the only person who actually saw that.
I know. I was right there.
Like I was in shock. Like I could not
You were pissed
believe.
though. If you didn't win, you would have been pissed. You'd be like, "Come on, 4 nominations and still didn't win. Come
So
on."
I every year
Oh
I've been
man.
nominated for something and always losing. So I was very grateful for that. Very grateful.
Yeah. So You see me working while I talking to you. So we touch soccer, upcoming games you'll have. Let's talk about that before we end. Who are you guys playing this weekend?
We playing.
Actually,
We're,
I should know this.
we're playing Atlantis University.
Yeah, Atlantis. This is your first time playing them.
Atlantic University. Pardon?
Is it Atlantis or Atlantic?
Atlantic.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
I don't even know.
So
I think it's Atlantic.
Y'all play them on the 19th, which is in 2 days, but you'll fly out tomorrow, the 18th. Yeah. And then you play them again on the 21st, and you'll be there at the same time. It's track and field. So you guys look like you're returning the same flight as cross country on the 21st. Depending on your time, y'all might have the even flight with them because they run on the 21st and then they jump on the plane.
That's great.
So that'll be, if y'all get that, please record that. All 2 of the teams on the plane at the same time. I think that's a great shot. If I see that, well. Then y'all have next game. No, that's Grand Bahama after that. So I've never been to the Family Island, so I'm looking forward for that. You never been in Grand Bahama? Never. Bro, space. Ain't nothing doing Grandma. Oh, I won't say that Grandma Amy might be on there, but it is what it is. You'll enjoy it. So Grand Bahama, you guys play off. I saw something. I mean, you know y'all playing? No. I tell y'all. I can pull it up. I saw something stating y'all playing. How come the basketball team have a homecoming game and the soccer team? We're working on that. I talked to Coach Alex yesterday, 2 days ago in practice. No, 2 days. Monday in practice. I think that y'all should play the alumni again, like all the Julio. Yeah, I feel like we should. It has to be a collective decision because then Alex has to play against y'all too. I don't mind. So that we'll have to probably ask. Coach Bellot defeated the last team. He embarrassed them. Old man, past 60, working them, and then it'll be different this time. I can assure you that. Boy, Alex saying that same thing, but it's all fun against until you get beat. So I think maybe we should. We have a lot of alumni who are still active, who still playing. I think we should bring it back. Carrots versus Mangoes. Mm-hmm. We have to look at the schedule too. When does soccer officially start? In October, right? Yeah. Well, yeah. So most likely, whatever game falls around that time period, we'll hype up as the homecoming game because it'll be youth, volleyball, and basketball. Listen, have you guys created the flyer for our upcoming game this Thursday? Not yet. What game this Thursday? We playing Thursday. No, y'all are not. Yeah. Oh, you mean for the internet? Thought you meant local, bro. Don't do that. Yeah, we. So no, I'm making it. Who I should put on the flyer? I mean, considering I'm the Mango Award and you know what? Fine. Let me see. As we come then, I'll let you even pick your photo. Let me let you pick your photo. So yeah, man, this is a great interview, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to log off. I'll give it like 2 more minutes if you have any questions. See, a few people still logged on. If you have any questions, Marlon. Oh, and you asked what was my secret recipe for? You tell me spices. I mean, yeah, but you don't gotta copyright it. You don't gotta tell me. I mean, a lot of people has asked me what I actually put in the seasoning, but I tell them the day the owner for KFC gives his secret recipe is the day I'll let y'all know. Man, look at you. You just quoting all these iconic lines, memorable things. So I just need to hook this up so I can work Photoshop without this computer blowing up. Once again, we're taking any questions from Marlon before we log off. Thank you guys for tuning in. He shared a lot about his story. Of course, he will be back. Mango Award winning Marlon Barnes. Which part of Jamaica are you from? I'm from Spanish Town, Jamaica. Get out of here. I used to date a girl. Well, I shouldn't say. Anyway, she was a Dwyer. That was her name. Last name was Dwyer or something. Jana Dwyer. She's pretty cool. When they used to have the students from University of West Indies, get to know a lot about Jamaica. Yeah. Spanish Town is a farm country, right? A what? Farm. Like farmland, a lot of space. No? Tell me about it. Spanish Town is like Nassau. Busy? Yeah, very busy. Transportation's going in and out, you know. You miss it? At the beginning when I just came here, I did, but now it's like this is like my new life. It's like I barely have memories. What? Like no, when I say barely have memories, it's like there's nothing that I'm like
dang it, I want to go back and do this. I want to go back and do that. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like what I was doing there, I'm now doing here.
Good.
So
Good. I can't find the next chord, so we gotta hopefully hope that this one gets space. You knock out your flyer. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for logging in. We'll end the show right there. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I don't see myself saying that, bro.
I feel like what you could do, you don't have to say it, but like create like a clip
The
or
clip?
create
the animation.
yeah, an animation
I'll do
saying like, share, and subscribe.
It'll be
You
popping
know?
up right here in the video.
Yeah.
Right when you say that, it can pop up right then again in the video. All right. Thank you all for logging in. Have a good day. Hey, Simba.